Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a tutorial slash review slash testing out video of the new ABH Norvina collection volume 1 palette. This is the first palette she came out with in the Norvina collection. It's the volume 1 and it's the purple palette. And this is what it looks like right here. I recently received this as a gift from my aunt and uncle for Christmas, and I was like in shock when I opened my present and I saw this in here because I've been wanting this for so long. And if you guys don't know already, I'm in love with the Anastasia palettes. I have almost every single one that they've come out with, and if you guys haven't seen already, this is the Norvina like palette that comes in like their usual velvet rectangular packaging. And I did like this palette. Like, I had some really pretty shades. I love using this when I want really light, very like bright, subtle, girly look. I'll go for this palette for sure. One of my it's actually a really great palette. And even though she has like the purples and pinks in here, this palette right here is just like a makeup artist's dream, especially if you love bright colors. Like, you're gonna get so many beautiful shades in here. Like, can we just take a moment to appreciate? So she has a lot more purples and pinks and golds and oranges and stuff in here. So I'm really drawn to these colors. I love my bright colors and makeup looks. So when I saw this palette, I literally fell in love. And of course, the other palettes she also came out with, she also has volume 2 and 3 are also really pretty, but these purple colors just like speak to me and I had to get my hands on it. So there are 25 shades in this palette, so definitely a lot more than their usual palettes. It's a lot bigger and you get a huge mirror in here. It's actually a really nice mirror, so I really like that. Great for traveling too. If like you need a big mirror, then you can just bring this palette. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a sort of tutorial. We're going to be trying this palette out. I'm going to be kind of giving you my thoughts on the shades, on the shadows, on formula, everything like that while I'm kind of going along, and then I'll also do some swatches. So actually, let's get into the swatches right now. I'm going to show you guys all the shades in the palette so you guys can kind of get a feel for it. So let's get into the swatches. Alright, so now that you guys have seen the swatches on the palette, let's get into the eye look. I'm really excited to actually dip in here and test the shades on my eyes to really see, because swatches can be really pretty and they can turn out really nicely, but if the shadows don't perform well on the lid, then you've got an issue. So let's get right on into it. Also, because I am playing with deeper and brighter colors, I do have a little mat in front of me. These are perfect for kind of cleaning your eyeshadow brushes between colors. Alright, so this shade right here is really calling my name, this pink up here, A5. It's like a hot pink. So I'm going to dip right into that shade and start right in the crease. I'm kind of going deeper into my eye right there. And focusing this from the middle to the outer corner. I don't know what kind of look we're going to come up with today, but I'm really just trying to get a feel for the eyeshadows and test a bunch of them out. So I don't know if we'll really get a cohesive look here, but we'll see. I'll take a bit more. They're really pigmented. Like, I did not take that much at all. And this is a really hot pink. Like, sometimes hot pinks like this look really nice in the pan, but then on the eye they're not as vibrant. That's awesome. Then I'm going to take this hot orange right here. Actually, do I want this one? Yeah, let's try E2 first, just to see. I'm going to go more in the inner crease. Place that there and kind of buff it into the pink. Oh my gosh, these shades are so pigmented and they're blending so effortlessly. Now I'm going to take E4, which is a little more bright, more of an electric orange. Oh my gosh, that is so pigmented. I didn't even take a lot of that. What the heck? I'm just buffing it up. Wow, that's actually so impressive. Now I'm going to take the shade A2, which is this purple shade right here. It's like a brighter purple. I think this one will have a little more fallout. Yeah, definitely. Purples are always the ones that tend to have more fallout than any other color to me. Purples and blues, those cool tone colors. So a little powdery, got a little fallout there, but not terrible to be honest, and a little kickback in the pan. But if you tap off your brush, you're gonna be fine. Now I'm gonna take a little liner brush with the shade D4. It's this beautiful blue. I'm gonna kind of stamp this close to my lashes and do a bit of like a shadow wing with it. Just like... I'm gonna take that purple shade we were using before and place that right over. So now you guys know the drill. Of course, I have to carve out my crease. I'm just gonna take my Wet n Wild eyeshadow in the shade Camelback. I like this because it's a thin enough formula that it doesn't really make the eyeshadow like sit on it weird. So I'm just taking this and I'm placing it on the beginning of my eye, going right up to that orange shade and just simply carving it out. I'm just going to take a little brush instead of my finger this time. I usually blend it out with my finger, but try to be a little more detailed today. Then I'm going to take the shade C1, which is a really, really white eyeshadow. I like that they put a white eyeshadow in here, because you can kind of use this for a lot rather than cream. And I'm just using that to set this down. I'm going to take this yellow shade here, in the shade D1, and I'm going to place this right on top of what we just carved out. I'm really just trying to use all these colors in here. I do want some shimmer in this look, so let's try a brush first. I'm going to take this shade C2, which is this beautiful shimmery gold. Do you see that right there? Really pretty. And I'm just going to place that right on top. It's actually not applying too bad dry. Let's see with my finger. I find that Anastasia's shimmers are a little bit dry in general. You know, like they're not like that creamy, kind of like dust away. Let's just try wetting the brush. I don't want to wet the eyeshadows too much just because it's not that great for them, but wetting the brush a little bit just to give it a bit of moisture does help. So now I'm going to dip back in there. Yeah, that kind of just makes it adhere to your eye a little bit easier there. I'm going to take the shade B3, which is this beautiful pink shimmer with like silver and gold within it. Just going to place that right on the center there. So now for the lower lash line, I'm going to take the orange shades, mix them together again, and tap it off. Don't want too much color on the lower lash line. Start on the inner corner, kind of buffing lightly down. Kind of going on the inner corner too. Then I'm going to take the pink shade on the outer part. And then with the very tip of the brush, just going to mix up blue and purple and go really close to my lash line on the outer. Then take a bit of the blue and connect that wing. I'm going to go replicate this look on the other eye and I'll be right back to finish off the makeup look. Alright, because I was playing with very dark and bright colors, I am going to clean up a little bit with some powder. I'm just going to take some loose powder on a dry sponge actually, just so I get more of the powder. Just gonna clean up this edge right here. While that sets, I'm going to apply some lashes. These are the I Envy So Wispy lashes. I've really been liking these. They're really nice and wispy, and I feel like they'll look good with this look. While that glue kind of gets tacky, I'm taking the number 2 side on my L'Oreal X Fiber. I'm just applying it to my lashes a little bit. And now to highlight the inner corners, I'm going to take a one. It's like a violet purple. I kind of feel like doing something a little more bright, so I'm actually going to take B3 pinky shade right here. And I just added some lipstick. I'm wearing ColourPop Trap liquid lipstick because I want to do like a cool tone nude. Since the eyes are super bright, I still want some like cool tone in there though. Alright guys, so now that I'm done the whole makeup look, let's just talk about the actual palette and my thoughts on it and everything like that. So honestly, I'm really impressed by this palette. I love the shades in it, and I know the look today turned out super like dramatic and colorful and very smoky and everything like that, but I really wanted to get a feel for this palette, and I do really like it. I think you get a great shade selection here if you're into these types of colors. You like your brighter warm tone colors, then this is something you'll absolutely love. I like how you also still get some neutrals that you can incorporate, like you get your brown and black and white, which are essentials in all palettes, so I love that those were included. You get a nice like rusty brown right here. You get some nice gold and more like peachy shimmers that you can still use on like a day-to-day basis. And what's nice about this palette is because of the way the shades are set up and everything like that, you can still create a colorful look, but you don't have to go all out like I did. You can literally just use a bit of pink that day or a bit of purple that day and make your makeup look a little bit colorful without like having it all colorful, if that makes sense. So that's like my favorite thing about this palette. I think you get a nice color selection. I think all these colors work together. I love how the layout is in here, and I like that you get a lot of mattes and a lot of shimmers, because then you can really create a lot of looks with this. These shades blended out so nicely. I will say the matte shades are so pigmented, but they still blend out really nicely. I had no issues with blending them at all. You guys saw I kind of stamped it in there. It was full pigment just from one swipe, and then I started buffing it out and they blended out super nicely. So that's what I love about their matte shades. They're really easy to work with, not patchy or anything. Did get a bit of fallout with the blue and purple shade, but not too much, so that wasn't a big deal at all. And then their shimmers are a little bit dry, but that's just Anastasia's formula. I just find their shimmers a little bit dry, but if you use your finger or if you use them wet, you're gonna have no issues with this palette at all, and you're still gonna get a really nice shimmer out of this palette. Even though like there's a lot of warm tones in here, you still get a play on those warm tones in their cooler tone version. So these purples right here are a little cooler in color, and so are these brown shades right there. So I find that awesome. I think the color selection is amazing on this palette, and also the packaging too. Like this packaging is absolutely stunning. You know, obviously it is a high-end palette, so it's going to be a little bit more pricey, but Anastasia palettes I always find are pretty reasonably priced, and I honestly would rather spend a lot more money on my eyeshadow palettes than any other makeup items, so it's kind of justified to me with all the shades and all the pigment and stuff you get in here. So guys, that's really it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of review slash tutorial. I had a lot of fun trying this palette out, and I really enjoyed it, so I'll definitely be playing around with some more. These shades in here are definitely my type of shades, and I know this look is very dramatic today, but I really wanted to get a sense for all these shades in here. If you guys want more tutorials of me using this palette, make sure to let me know down below in the comments, and I can definitely do a lot more because I've already got a lot of looks planned with this palette right here. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night whenever you're watching. Hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also make sure to turn on my post notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload a new video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.